everyone. Welcome back to another episode of S&S Talking. The Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Big AFC clash here, Jer. What are your initial thoughts on this matchup? Odds makers saying it's pretty much a coin flip.
I think it's going to be a shootout. I think Jacksonville is just too good right now, and Buffalo's defense has been suspect at times. So I believe Jacksonville is going to get at least 28 here. So if Buffalo can manage a 30-burger, I think they can pull up the win. I think they can do it. That's going to be the key matchup, kind of, Josh Allen against their Josh Allen. Let's see who comes out on top. I think the Jacksonville's kind of cemented. Like, they're getting points every week, so they're going to get their points. It's just how many can Buffalo do it? Take the over.
Right, yeah. I mean, the Jaguars were 7-2 at home this year, so obviously they got a pretty good home field advantage. Maybe some easy wins in their division there. Besides the Texans, they probably got some easy wins there. Jaguars' defense is strong, though. They're ranking fourth in run defense, and obviously this is experience versus like the new guns. Liam Cohen has just done an amazing job here, taking them to second best record in the AFC and making Trevor Lawrence a good QB again. So props to him there. I just think, this is tough to go against the offense. Josh Allen here, he's got an open lane like we were talking about before. No Mahomes, no Jackson. Even in the NFC, no Lions. It's kind of different, kind of weird. So anyone's ball game, and maybe the pressure's off being on the road for Josh Allen and gang. And for me, though, I'm expecting a little bit more of the run game. I think both teams will not try to make the first mistake, a little bit of playoff jitters and just run game. And that's what usually the Bills do in the first half, especially. They try to keep it mostly running game with James Cook. So I expect a lot of running and then a 24-21 game. So I like the under in this one. I'm seeing it a little bit differently because I just think playoff football, it's a little different animal. But what are you thinking here? You're liking the over in this game, like a 30-33 type game? Or what are you thinking for the total?
28, 28-30 or 28-31 or 35. I'm just saying if Buffalo can manage that 30-burger, then
a walk-off field goal?
I think they're going to do it. But I think Jacksonville, they're just so good. But all streaks must come to an end. But I think they're going to score at least 28 here.
One thing I'm kind of concerned about is Buffalo's kicker got hurt. They signed, I don't know who it was, but he's played in the league before. So I'm a little worried about that for Buffalo. So maybe that'll incline them to go for it more on fourth down. And you know what else I wanted to mention? I don't know if you saw this report, but John Harbaugh obviously got fired by the Baltimore Ravens. On a side note, 6 teams or whatever are looking for a new coach. Apparently there's like 9 teams interested in him. So that tells you 3 of those teams are in the playoffs. So I'm thinking if Bills lose here, John Harbaugh will be your new coach in Buffalo. That's just an outside theory, right? So maybe they're going to play inspired football for the coach here. I see it more low scoring here. I see, Jacksonville, maybe a little bit of playoff jitters, new coach, and second half, I think the offensive Josh Allen maybe puts his cape on. And we have got a close game, but I'm thinking I'm going to tease up Jacksonville in this one. I'll do a 6.5 teaser and then get them over a touchdown, -125. And I'll be playing the under. I won't be playing the spread here. So, this is, kind of a game we could have seen on Sunday night instead of New England and Los Angeles Chargers. But I guess with Jacksonville being, the small market, So what are you thinking? Do you think it's going to be a close game, or do you think Buffalo takes this double digits, or where's your head at in this game?
Yeah, I think Buffalo. 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 I think Buff Well, like I hope Buffalo puts up the effort that their fans deserve, and like I said, at least keeps it close or gets that 30 burger in to win. Um, yeah, so I hope it is a
You know
close
what's funny
game.
is Texans have better Super Bowl odds than Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars, which I think is kind of indicative of what the books are thinking, right? Like they're thinking Bills will go on and maybe make the AFC Championship game at least, right? Because with the odds that they have, and obviously Texans are expected to beat Pittsburgh, but we'll have a little bit more on that game in our Monday Night Football preview. So yeah, anytime touchdowns you're thinking for this game, or I'm thinking Parker Washington. I've noticed he's been getting a lot of touchdowns for the Jaguars, and he's kind of almost their go-to guy. Like Brian Thomas is more their just like deep threat guy, kind of a decoy. So maybe you get a little plus money on Parker Washington. Anyone else you can think of that's been maybe Dalton Kincaid for Buffalo?
No, just no anytime touchdowns. Just some chalky, maybe like rushing yards, like both Cook and ATN go over 100.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that's the bread and butter of the teams, right? James Cook led the NFL in rushing, so makes a lot of sense on my end. Okay, that does it for our recap. Guys, consider liking and subscribing. We like making these videos for you guys, and obviously we'll be back for a little bit more action here on S&S. Peace out, and I will see Jer in the next studio.